We can say baskers are everywhere. We can hear them on the streets singing one of your favorite songs, or in train stations where you can chill and be mesmerized just by watching them playing their instruments and letting them do their passion. But busking is not that easy as we see, and for some, it is not just for publicity. So, how does busking really work? To figure it out, we are diving into the busking culture, speaking with buskers to enlighten us, and of course, researching the history of it. Enambi explains what is basking and what is it like to be a busking musician in PH. To entertain people in a public place, that's what busking means. It can include dancing, singing, or many other art forms. Technically, whatever you do, as long as it is entertaining and, of course, legal. In slang, basking means to play music or sing in a public place so that the people who were there will give money or gifts. Kind of an energy fee or tip for the free performance. However, the term busking was not coined until the 1860s. Although public performances and street music have existed, the word street performer was tagged to them. It also dates back to at least medieval Europe, where local merchants invite some performers slash travelers to play in front of their businesses as a marketing strategy and to draw the attention of customers. What we are all familiar with when we talk about street performers is the circus, diverse entertainers who move from one place to another to get tips from people. Nowadays, street performers or baskers are stereotyped and linked to the people who play music in the street, and they kind of dominate the basking scene, especially in the Philippines. There were famed local artists that started in basking like Pinoy psychedelic, rock experimental singer-songwriter Unique Salonga, and independent pop folk singer-songwriter Riz Lansangan, who brought their original music to the scene. But how does busking really help an individual artist, specifically to be a busking musician in PH?
For me, busking helps kasi it opens our kind of music, kung anumang kind of music yun, to this wider audience para mas maging open din yung public kung what this kind of music is about.
As a songwriter na wala akong any kakilala sa music scene and I have no idea how to do it, yung street ang naging way ko or out sa public yung naging way ko para ma-share yung original songs ko na sobrang nahihiya ako i-share noon.
Meet Miss Eloisa, a longtime busker and currently in the music industry, and Miss Michiko, who is a new busker to the scene. We interviewed them to tell how magical basking is and to share stories, diving into the busking culture to enlighten us.
Nag-start ako mag-busking because before, nag-open mic ako sa mga bars, and yung mga friends ko na buskers din, they encouraged me to try busking at least once noong 2022. So, ayun, nung na-try ko siya, super na-enjoy ko siya, kaya noong 2023, doon na talaga ako nag-commit sa pagbo-busking.
Yung sa akin is, naging, mas nagkaroon ako ng way na ma-share ko ano yung ako without the need of pleasing or yung other people. I think ako yung gumawa ng sarili ko opportunity by just doing it and just finding a safe spot.
For busking naman, actually mas required talaga if may permit ka. Especially if it's with the marketing department ng lugar na yon, let's say sa isang mall, kumbaga mag-i-email kayo or magko-communicate kayo with the marketing head usually.
So, kahit sa mga gusto mag-try mag-busking, recommend talaga is to get a permission from the land or the property management. If you want to be respected, sige, respeto mo rin yung mga property owners.
Yung mga challenges na na-encounter namin during busking usually is, kalaban namin is weather. Kunyari, pag umulan na lang bigla or bumagyo, super challenge yun sa amin kasi hindi kami nakakapag-bus on that day and people are staying in, so wala masyadong nakakanood, nakakalabas. Yun, kasi more on outdoor busking kami. And second one is kapag nasisiraan kami ng equipment or instrument, like kunyari pag napuputulan kami ng guitar strings, super sa amin yan, super challenge din sa amin yan.
May ma-experience ka, may kukuha na pera mo. Well, hindi pera mo kasi basically, hindi pa naman sa amin yung pera na binibigay, right? Pero yun, I see it as energy fee or talent fee. Pero mas gusto ko yun ngayon eh. Pinapractice ko siya. It's an energy fee. So, minsan may kumukuha nun. Tapos may time din, may mga nakainom, lasing, lalapit sa'yo, gustong tumugtog. Kukunin yung gitara mo, gustong kunin yung gitara mo.
So, message ko sa mga co-buskers is, find your sound, maximize your gear, and show value to your audience. Like, interact with them kasi yun talaga yung babalikan nila. And the most important tip of all is, kahit gaano pa kaliit yung busking spot mo, always treat it like it's your very own big stage. Like, okay lang maging delulu, isipin mo na sa big stage ka, while you're performing, ibigay mo na lahat.
Ako, I'm grateful kasi sa bawat halaga na makukuha ng street performer, hindi siya, okay, i-clarify ko na hindi siya limos eh. Kasi as an artist, it's your way, it's the audience way na mag-compensate sa mga talent, sa art na nare-receive nila. Thank you sa walang sawang pagsuporta and sa bawat pag binibigay nyo is na-fuel yung energy namin, yung nabuboost yung confidence namin as an artist.
Busking is really becoming part of our culture, and when it comes to community, it is becoming a free stage where everyone can freely express themselves in a form of art. It is not that mainstream yet, but we can't deny that busking is really out there, and it is an opportunity for everyone who has guts to share their talent.